Hello, and welcome to this meditation. It's meant to help you embrace the energy that's available on Beltane, but you can do it on any day. This is meant to be a healing meditation, not a relaxing one. So, if you're not ready for an emotionally intense experience, I suggest you tune off now. I trust that this meditation will reach the people that are ready for it and can benefit from the healing it has to offer. Sit down somewhere you won't be bothered or interrupted. Get as comfortable as you want, but keep your feet firmly planted on the floor. It's better if you're barefoot, though socks are acceptable if it's cold. I'll give you a little bit of time for you to get comfortable. Once you're ready, close your eyes. Observe your breathing. Don't attempt to change it, simply observe it and get in tune with it. Observe any parts of your body where you may be feeling discomfort. Concentrate on each of these parts. Inhale light and exhale any burdens and discomfort. Do it again and again. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Do this until you feel you aren't carrying any discomfort on your body. Now, as you continue to inhale and exhale, imagine a set of roots that come out from the soles of your feet. The roots start to grow towards the bottom of the earth. They grow and grow with every inhale. Imagine a dark light coming out of the soles of your feet into these roots. The dark light comes out of your body and into the earth until there is no dark left. Now, let go of this light. Once you're done, imagine a nourishing light coming from the earth. It can be any color you want. It comes from the very bottom of the planet and enters through the soles of your feet, where it goes upward to your calves, your thighs, the base of your spine, your genitals, your belly button. It goes up and reaches your heart, where it expands and continues to go up to your throat, the space in between your eyebrows, and finally to the top of your head, where it leaves your body. Enjoy this light because it feels good. There's as much light available as you need. Once you have had enough of this healing light, you can stop focusing on the roots. They'll still be there for you to release them any anger or distress during this meditation though. You are now in the middle of a desert. The desert is actually quite pleasant, with mild weather, chilly or warm, depending on what you prefer. It's sunset and the sky looks beautiful. In the distance, you may hear or see animals from the desert, but don't worry, you're safe. They won't interrupt you during this time. You're suddenly surrounded by a circle of 4 large bonfires. These are the bonfires of Beltane. The fire is inviting. It can burn away anything that's currently holding you back. After interacting with the bonfires, you will completely leave behind your wounds, your guilt, your shame, anything that's holding you back. Go towards the first fire. Imagine a version of yourself that expresses your abandonment wound. They could be you as a child after you felt abandoned by your parents, or a younger version of you during a breakup. You know your life better than anyone else. Look at them. They are a separate person, and they are standing right in front of you. You nod to each other, and this version of you walks into the fire. Don't worry, the fire doesn't hurt at all. It doesn't destroy. Much better, it transforms. Watch this version of you burn away. All of your fears of being left alone burn away with this version of you. All of your loneliness is gone. Your codependent needs are being carried by this fire. As they burn, imagine a high vibrational energy coming out from the fire. Now, go to the next bonfire. This one will handle your rejection wound. Think of a version of you that suffered a painful rejection. Imagine them standing right in front of you. They are a separate person. You nod to each other in silent agreement, and this person walks into the bonfire. All of your feelings of not being good enough burn away. What is the feeling of being unlovable dissolves in the flames. Any time you've been considered too much or too little burns away. From this bonfire you see smoke. This smoke is pink, and it comes your way. It feels like self-love, and it gives you the tranquility of always knowing what you deserve. Once you're done with this bonfire, walk into the next one. Your victim mentality walks in front of the fire, and you look at each other. They look like a time where you felt the ultimate victim in your life. It was a time when you were angry at the world, the universe, at God. A time where you felt nothing was fair. Look at them. What do they look like? You appraise each other, and finally, you nod at each other in agreement, and this version of you walks into the fire. As they burn away, so does your feeling of being always the victim. As this version of you burns away, you realize that from the smoke comes freedom. Now, you can look at yourself and others clearly without your vision being blurred by anger. You can see what's happening. You may even see yourself being the bad guy sometimes. Walk into the next bonfire. In front of the fire appears a version that feels shame. What do they look like? Why are they ashamed? This person has a hard time meeting your eye, but they finally do. You look at each other. The version of you who is ashamed may try to explain why they did what they did. So let them, and listen to them with attention. Once they are done, give them a hug. Tell them you love them exactly as they are. That you wouldn't change a single thing about them. Tell them they did their best at the time with the information they had. Tell them that all is forgiven. Once it's done, you both nod in agreement, and the version of you who feels shame walks into the fire and burns away. Watch them as they do. All of them completely disintegrate, but the energy of the act of self-love you just did is still around. Finally, go towards the last bonfire. A version of you who feels guilt walks towards you and stands in front of the fire. You look at each other. This person may also have trouble meeting your eyes. They may try to explain why they did what they did, or try to fill out the silence so you don't find out what they did. Once they're done talking, hug them. Tell them you forgive them and that all is forgiven by the divine. Tell them you love them and thank them because your present is impossible without them. Hold each other for as long as you need. Once you're done, you break their embrace. You look at each other and nod in agreement. The version of you who feels guilty walks into the fire and burns away. As they do, the only things that are left are forgiveness and love. When this is done, calmly go down to the center of the desert. The bonfires begin to die down. Visualize your roots again. As promised, they haven't left you. Imagine a loving, soothing light. It can be green, pink, or a combination of both. This energy goes up from the center of the earth to the soles of your feet. It goes up in your body, it leaves from the top of your head. You can have as much of it as you need. Enjoy how this light feels in your body, in your heart, and look at your roots whenever you need to. Once you're ready, open your eyes. Try to remain in a quiet environment for the next hour or so. It's okay if you cry. Give yourself time to process what has happened in this guided meditation. Happy Beltane and have a blessed week.